Here's what happened in qualifying round 18 of the FIA Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of the Netherlands at Assen. Julian Lieber was first through the first couple of corners, but Thomas Covington around the outside at turn 2 made an early challenge for the lead and was almost past the Belgian. Just behind Covington and Lieber was Thomas Kjær-Olsen, Jeremy Seewer, David Puches. Lieber led though on the opening lap. Covington was there in second on his Rockstar Energy Husqvarna, closely followed by his teammate Paul Jonas, top left of your screen. He fell on the opening lap, so too did Morgan Licciardo in separate incidents. Jonas would have a difficult ride through the field. Thomas Covington out-dragged the LRT KTM though on lap 4 and took over the lead from the Belgian, riding number 33, took a last-minute pitboard look at the end of the straight. Thomas Kjær-Olsen was right there in third, and from out of nowhere, all of a sudden closing in thick and fast was the 4.26 of Conrad Mewse. He started 9th, but watch this. He passes Jeremy Seewer here to get himself up into 6th, and then immediately after that, he went after Calvin Verlander in number 10 for HSF Logistics to go into 5th. He stayed there for about 3 laps, giving chase as Paul Jonas went down again, and he would get caught there with Giuseppe Tropepi. Wouldn't be the last time that he would fall either. Lieber was in second, but came under intense scrutiny from the 19 of Thomas Kjær-Olsen, who eventually found his way in the second on lap 8 of 14. Chased down his teammate. Seewer on that Suzuki World MX2 machine was always there or thereabouts. He eventually worked his way up into 4th place as Covington continued to lead. A couple of deep lines started to appear. Julian Lieber was one of the guys that got caught out. David Puches and Conrad Mewse both went by briefly. And what was a fantastic ride for the young Englishman, Conrad Mewse. Lieber got caught and passed by Mewse. Mewse then found himself up, chasing down the top 3 guys. David Puches went out of 3rd. That handed a position to Conrad Mewse. He picked himself up just ahead of Jorge Prado. Prado came home in 7th behind the Dutchman. Thomas Covington, though, went on to win the MX2 qualifying race ahead of his Rockstar Energy Husqvarna teammates Thomas Kjær-Olsen and Conrad Mewse. A 1-2-3 for the Husky boys. Lieber was 4th, Seewer was 5th.
Yeah, it was a pretty smooth race, actually. Got out to a good start. Just Lieber, I think, just edged me out at the end of the first corner there. And after that, just followed him a few laps, and then I saw his muffler came loose. So I couldn't even hear my bike, actually. It was so loud. But anyway, ended up making my way around him, and then, yeah, just rode my race after that. Just tried to find some safe lines. It's not easy to stay up out there.
In MXGP qualifying, Jeffrey Hurlings made a decent start, but so too did Tim Geiser, Gauthier Paulin, Romain Febvre almost lighting up the back end as Lupino went down at turn 1. Geiser led, Paulin. Febvre was 3rd. Hurlings went around the outside of the Frenchman, though, found his way through as Kender Dijker pulled up on his 24 MX Honda. With Hurlings in 2nd, Paulin 3rd, the 2 Monster Energy Yamahas of Febvre and Van Hoorbeek bang bars almost, but in the end it was an easy route through for the Belgian to get himself ahead of his teammate into 4th place. Kevin Strijbos started in 6th, started working his way through onto the back of the 2 Yamahas. Jeffrey Hurlings was looking mercurial, but still hadn't found his way past Tim Geiser at this stage of the race. The gap was around about 4 seconds at one point. He then made a mistake, fell back to 3rd behind the 21 Rockstar Energy Husqvarna of Gauthier Paulin. So the Red Bull KTM of Cairoli buried a little bit further back in 9th. As Simpson went off the dirt and onto the asphalt in what was a random mistake for Simpson. He crashed out from 10th place. Hurlings got himself alongside Paulin, put the squeeze on the Frenchman into turn 1, got himself back into 2nd. He had a gap of about 7 seconds to make up to Tim Geiser as Cairoli got himself into gear, went past Strijbos to get himself into 6th, but he wouldn't last there long. He briefly got ahead of Febvre to go 5th. But then, watch this, Cairoli folded the front, tipped over in front of Febvre, went down. He picked himself back up in 11th place. Eventually came home in 10th behind his teammate, Blon Koldenov. The gap, though, was being reduced at the head of the field. Team HRC's MXGP pilot, Tim Geiser, all of a sudden under the watchful eye of Jeffrey Hurlings. He had a big save, almost threw his Honda away, and a couple of corners later, Hurlings did not need a second invite. Calmly charged his way down the inside, slowed the pace down, took over the lead. A lap later, and Geiser was down and out of second almost. Kept the engine running. In fact, he utilised the electric start. Came home in second ahead of Gauthier Paulin. The crowd made a lot of noise, though, for Jeffrey Hurlings as he crossed the line to win comfortably the MXGP qualifying race. Tim Geiser was second, Gauthier Paulin third, Van Hoorbeek fourth, Strybos was fifth. Cairoli goes to the gate 10th.
Yeah, definitely, felt I was really excited for this race. Unfortunately, the weather has been letting us down a little bit the last few days, but I'm very excited for tomorrow. Got pole position again after last weekend too in America, so looking forward to tomorrow. So hopefully the track can dry out a bit. I think the organization did a very good job so far, so hopefully it stays dry, and we'll see how it goes. It would be nice to get on the podium or get a win at my home race.